6'4" junior, number 33, Darren Ford. The assistant coaches, Justin Gullitz, Tim Dye, and Jeff Kopass, and the head coach, Spencer Mackey. And now, starting for your Gateway Gators, a 5'10" senior, number 0, Nemaya Nichols. A 5'11" senior, number 4, Jax Viveris. A 6'4" senior, number 11, Isaiah Allah. A 6'1" senior, number 13, Chris Siddles. And a 6'6" senior, number 12, Mikhail Bruce McCorman. The assistant coaches of the Gators are Ed Belly, Kirk Bruce, and Chaz McCorman. And the head coach of the Gators, Vern Benson.
Welcome back, folks. For those that tuned in, this is now the second game of a Holiday Hoops doubleheader here. Vince Russo along our talented crew made up of Guskies and Schaefers tonight. The usual suspects here on GatewayGatorProductions.com. And we got ourselves some section basketball. If you joined us earlier, you saw the Armstrong Riverhawks take down the Gateway Gators 43-23. Here we'll see two Section 1 teams in 5A. The Gateway Gators and the Albert Gallatin Colonials. Colonials looking for their first section win, and they'll have a tough go of it tonight against a Gateway Gators team that is chomping at the bit after losing a hard-fought battle against rival Franklin Regional. Hi everyone, Vince Russo here on GatewayGatorProductions.com. Thank you so much for tuning in to some holiday hoops. I want to wish everyone a happy holidays here from our crew at GatewayGatorProductions.com. Gators will start with the ball here first. A drive inside, a tough take, but a foul drawn by the Gators. That'll be Chris Settles heading to the free throw line.
Number 5, Elliott Signs. 2 shots.
Settles had
Chris
5
Settles.
three-pointers, 22 points overall to lead the Gators in that close loss against Franklin Regional that saw a goaltending call with 4.7 seconds left be the difference. The Gators did get one more crack at it at the death, but couldn't get a long three-point shot to go, and so that's how that one ended. Settles gets 1 of 2 to go here in the early going, and the Gators are on the board first here at home. And a turnover the other way. Bruce McCorman throws it down. That's a way to get the crowd involved here early. Strong take the other way and a rebound. The Gators out and running, trying to build on this early lead. Settles thought about it, gonna drive inside, goes up with the right and able to finish.
Settles for 2.
It's all Gators here in the opening moments. Settles with 3, McCorman with 2. It's a 5-0 lead, and now Settles comes up with the ball again. Another turnover. That one out of bounds. Wasn't able to hold on to it. Had it tipped, touched it last, did Settles, and so let's take a look at the big man throwing it down. Mikhail Bruce McCorman looking to have a big year. Averaged over 20 points per last year. One of the players to watch in 5A for these Gators. He is their leader. And a timeout taken by the Colonials. The head man for Albert Gallatin, Spencer Mackey, wanting to talk that one over. Vern Benson, first season at the helm of the Gateway Gators. Longtime trusted assistant for Alvis Rogers, who stepped away from the program after a wonderful 7-year career. Saw him take the Gators just a few years back all the way to the state semifinals. So a lot of credit and respect given to Coach Rogers for everything he did for the Gators, including handing this torch off to Vern Benson, who's looking to pick up where his predecessor in this role left off. So far, so good here tonight. Gators the first 5 points, and they come up with another turnover. It's to Bruce McCrommon again, and he throws it down again. Oh my goodness. Watch out for that guy, number 12. All his points coming above the rim on this one. A couple flushes here in the early going. The Gators getting the crowd involved. A nice student section under the bucket. Now the alley-oop attempt. That one poked away at the last moment by the Colonials. Will come back the other way and get their first points on the board. Strong take by Makai Belt. Albert Gallatin in the road. Black uniforms with white trim and numbers. The Gators in the home white uniforms. Black and gold trim, gold numbers.
In for the Colonials.
As we've had a whole lot of action here, just 2 minutes into this one. 9 total points, including 2 big-time dunks. The Gators have been tenacious defensively, already forcing 3 turnovers. Getting to the line once. Bruce McCrommon going to work inside. Has that one tipped away. And now a nice take inside. Jack Tavares able to absorb the contact and finish with the right hand. Another turnover and another clear path to the basket. And this one laid up and in for Isaiah Allah. The Gators have come out ready after a tough loss, and now travel. It don't matter, offensive, defensive. Gators have come ready to play in this one, and that scoreboard shows right off the bat. 11-2 start for Gateway. Comes into this one, as we said, 2-2 overall, 2-1 in the section. Tied for second place with Penn Trafford and McKeesport, a half game behind Franklin Regional, who sits at 2-0, 6-1 overall in the season. A strong start to the season for the Panthers. As McCrommon gets fouled, a reach in there. That one,
the foul was on.
It's going to be on number 33 for Albert Gallatin, Darren Ford.
Gator ball.
So the Gators will maintain possession here. 4 out of their 5 starters have already scored. The only one for the Gators so far not on the score sheet is Nehemiah Nichols. Now another easy take inside, and laying it up and in is Chris Settles, who now leads all scorers with 5 points here in the early going. Including 1 of 2 knocked down at the free throw stripe. And an offensive foul, a moving screen by Makai Belt. Substitutions now.
Martin Howard
in for the Gators. Kofi Gakey, and number 10 for the Gators, Martin Howard. Lead is 11 in the early go. McCrommon fighting through everyone, unable to get that one to fall. A tough take. The ball knocked out of bounds, out of the hands of the Gators. Howard, as we mentioned, just entered the game. So possession will stay with the Gators. McCrommon will field it up toward the mid-court stripe. He'll stop and pop from 3. That one's short. And a foul is making contact on the rebound. There is Howard. Take another look.
Foul's on 10 of the Gators.
Strong
Martin
rebound
Howard.
by Elliott Signs for the Colonials.
Gator foul.
And another foul. This one going to be on
Jax
Tavares. So after 3 quick fouls against the Colonials, the Gators pick up a couple themselves. Already halfway through quarter number 1 here. Gators have allowed just 1 bucket. And another foul. Little bump there right in front of the Albert Gallatin bench.
Number 3, Jonathan Ward.
And Tavares going to get his second, so he's going to have to take a seat. That means in for the Gators will be Jonathan Ward. Kai Belt with the ball now, has the only 2 points on the night. They'll try and feed it inside on the pick and roll, but the Gators read that perfectly. And now coming the other way is McCrommon, kicks it out, open three. That one lips in and out, but a strong offensive board and another good look from three. Settles can't get that one to go. And now McCrommon, a little gamesmanship, just going to bounce that one out of bounds off of T. Gusman.
Was in for the Colonials.
Who just entered the game for Albert Gallatin. They'll go inside to McCrommon. Step back. And it's good. McCrommon now with a half a dozen here in quarter number one. Reports are he's received some attention from Robert Morris, Duquesne, and had one local man, John Calipari, watching some of his games this summer from Arkansas. Former Moon Township resident. Coach formerly at UMass and Kentucky, amongst other places, now at Arkansas with the Razorbacks in the SEC.
T. Gusman.
T. Gusman gets called for the foul there on your screen. Robert Gallatin, the inbound quickly leads to a wide open shot from three by McCrommon, who gets fouled before that putback attempt, so that bucket does not count. The Gators will maintain possession here.
Ball was on 10.
As that one's called on the big fella for Albert Gallatin, Jason Perrine.
2 shots, Bruce McCrommon.
So just like that, the Gators are already into the bonus here. Just 5 minutes and change into this one. So they'll be shooting free throws for the last almost 3 minutes of this first quarter. And Bruce McCrommon is going to take advantage of that first one. They'll get another one. Gators 2 for 3 from the charity stripe here in the early going. Can't get the second to go, so the Gators leave a couple at the line, but still lead by 14 here in the early going. Albert Gallatin still looking for their second bucket. They'll get a good look at it here inside, but that layup, no good. Ball still loose. Colonials will get it back, but it's a travel call. Is falling forward with the ball is T. Gusman. Gateway ball. McCrommon with 7 points to lead all scorers. Spin move. That one no good, and a foul underneath, and that'll send Bruce McCrommon right back to the line.
The foul was on 5.
He is encroaching on double digits here in quarter number one alone. Colonials started their season 2-1 against lower classification competition, but have lost 4 straight against comparable competition in 5A, 4A ranks, including their first 3 section games. This isn't a totally shocking score here at the start of this one, because candidly, the games thus far for Albert Gallatin in section have not been close. Uniontown beat the Colonials 75-58. Penn Trafford drubbed them 71-42, and then McKeesport just rolled to a 79-34 victory. So the Gators picking up where things have kind of left off for the Colonials thus far. Ball chipped away there, is trying to get inside was Nichols, or rather Gayecki. Sorry, excuse me.
Number 11, Allah, is back for the Gators.
Isaiah Allah back in for the Gators here. With 2:07 left to play in quarter number one. Held ball underneath. Possession arrow goes to the Colonials, so they'll get a crack at cutting into this 15-point Gators lead. An impressive start for the Gators, led by Bruce McCrommon, who's got 8 points, 2 dunks and 2 free throws, along with a step-back jumper. As another turnover for the Colonials, who just can't get anything going. Take another look. That one last touched by Mekhi Belt as the lone bucket. Quick pass inside, and chance for one at the free throw line to make it a three-point play. As Ala able to finish that one inside. Ala with 4 points now and a chance to make it 5 with an and one.
The foul is on 2.
A little festive in the student section. Loving the holiday attire. Free throw is good for Ala, who has 5 points now. Gators now 4 of 7 have gotten to the free throw line early and often in this one. That's a good job there at the other end, much like Bruce McCrommon did earlier. Running out of real estate there. The Colonials just bounce that one out off the Gators to live for another possession here. Thought about the deep three, did the Colonials. Both of those plays involved Darren Ford, both the ball out of bounds and now the ball in the hand for Ford, who is going to pull up from 3. That one hits the back iron, no good. Spin move inside, right-handed layup. No good for the Gators, but they have dominated the boards here in the early going, so they'll get another crack at it here with less than a minute to play. And a foul called, unable to finish. That contact altered the shot at the rim.
The foul is on 3, Belt.
Belt
2 shots.
called for the foul.
Kofi Geechee.
Kofi Geechee at the line. Can't get the first. It's about the only thing the Gators haven't done perfectly in this first half is they have certainly left a few points at the free throw line. They have just 5 of 9 here in the early going, but still absolutely rolling, up 19. And as impressive as they have looked offensively, the fact that they have allowed just 1 field goal and have just hounded this Albert Gallatin squad defensively. Travel called there. Take another look. And he picked that one up, held it against his body, and then brought it back down and kept dribbling did T. Guzman. So that'll get called. Now a quick stop and pop from mid-range. Chris Settles knocks that one down. Settles now with 7 in the first quarter. And Albert Gallatin won't get a shot off, and just like that, an impressive 23-2 first quarter for the Gateway Gators over Albert Gallatin here at Gateway High School. And they did just about everything perfectly in that first quarter. We'll step aside and let the Gateway cheer squad take us between quarter 1 and quarter 2. squad also in on the holiday festivities with the Santa hats and reindeer ears. Assortment of holiday decor. Well, thank everyone for tuning in to GatewayGatorProductions.com, your streaming home of Gateway Gator sports. It's going to be a busy winter after a busy fall as well, and that's just the way we like it. It's been a ton of fun this year as we get the second quarter started here after a commanding 23-2 first quarter. The Gators pick up right where they left off. Bruce McCrommon. Into double figures. And now it's taken away and laid up and in by Allah, who has 7 himself. Everyone getting in on the action here for the Gators. We take the other way, and that's a travel. Adam Pegg picking up his dribble and then restarting it. Nice pass there. Viveris went up with it, left it off, and insulated the defender away from Allah, who was able to finish easily. Now a good shot fake and a bucket. And finally back on the board are the Colonials after a long, long drought. Foul away from the ball. It's going to be on Mackay Belt. That'll be his second, so we'll see if Coach Mack sends him to the bench. McCrommon calls his own number inside. Nice block inside by the Colonials. That was Ford swatting that one away. Extra pass inside, and that one falls in. It's all going the Gators' way right now, folks. Allah just sort of threw that one up before the defender could get a hand on it and was able to get that one to bounce around almost every part of the rim before falling.
Foul is on 0. Nichols.
So Nehemiah Nichols picks up the foul. It's Nichols' first team foul for the Gators here in quarter number 2. Floater up there, good. Forward with 4 consecutive points. Trying to will the Colonials back into this one. Open look there by Nichols. He can't get it to fall. He's the only starter for the Gators that hasn't registered a point thus far. Hasn't much had to. The Gators have been taking it to the Colonials here. Viveris fouled along the sideline by the aforementioned Adam Pegg, who traveled just a moment ago.
Gator ball.
So it'll be Chris Settles inbounding the ball with 5:46 left to play here in the first half of our holiday doubleheader that saw the girls basketball team play just a little bit ago. Fell to the Armstrong Riverhawks in a game of 2 teams looking for their first section win. Gators girl team looking vastly improved from last season. Strong defensive effort. Came up just a bit short in that one. Blocking foul underneath. Chris Settles took the floater as he was coming down. Wasn't able to land, as you see right here, without player in his path.
Ethan Kennedy. 2 shots.
Ethan Kennedy going to get called for the foul for Albert Gallatin. It'll send Settles to the line where he's 1 of 2 tonight thus far. And Settles gets that one to go. It's 8 points now for the Gators.
Number 22, Billy Craig. 2, T. Gooseman, and 10, Jason Perrine are in for Albert Gallatin.
Settles leaves the second one short. Gators lead 6 at 26. Albert Gallatin with a host of substitutions in. And a strong take inside. T. Gooseman following up the initial miss. Getting that one to fall. Back to Viveris. He knocks it down in the corner. Viveris now with 5. And a turnover. Chris Settles comes up with it after the pressure. Viveris up over his right shoulder. A tough take there, but an offensive rebound. And a 3 knocked down. As Geeky knocks it down. His first points, a triple. And in away, and one, laid up and in. Jax Viveris. Having a look there, the 3-pointer from the corner. Nothing but net for Viveris. He comes back the other way, finishes inside, has 7 points himself now, a chance to make it 8. The old-fashioned 3-point play, and he knocks it down. 41-8. And frustration really starting to set in for Darren Ford and the Colonials. This full court pressure really causing some issues here. The Gators have the size advantage, speed advantage, and they're putting all those things to work as another travel by T. Gooseman. Student section letting the Colonials know that travels are indeed not allowed. 3-point shot, a little too strong for Bruce McCrommon. Rebound corralled. Put back no good there by Martin Howard. Jax Viveris with the extra effort to try and keep that one in bounds after this shot by Howard. The ball had already traveled out of bounds. So it'll be Albert Gallatin basketball as we hit the halfway mark here. Nice right hand sort of shot there. Billy Craig on the score sheet. And Albert Gallatin into double figures now. Chris Settles with a short jumper, a little too strong there. A rebound corralled by Jason Perrine. Tough shot, sort of forced that one up, did Ford. Inside, Perrine just able to carve out a little space. And that one up and in for P-Rod. So the lid off of the bucket now for the Colonials, who have a dozen. 10 points in the quarter. Still an 18-10 advantage in the quarter overall for the Gators as a foul. That'll send
Adam Pegg. 2 shots.
Send the Gators to the line. Albert Gallatin in the bonus. 17 seconds quicker than they were the last time. So the Gators will get 6 minutes of this first half in the bonus, which for a team that has attacked the hoop and gotten to the free throw line at a steady clip already, that is only going to make things better for the Gators.
Lowry
Settles knocks down his first.
in for the Gators.
There's a couple substitutions in for the Gators, including Alain Lowry and Khalid Harper. Settles gets them both to go. He's now 4 of 6 from the free throw line. There's 10 points on the evening.
The foul is on to Gooseman. 2 shots.
Gooseman fouls after the mistake. That'll be the 3rd foul on Gooseman. It'll send the Gators, right back to the line. As fresh into the game and stepping to the line now is Lowry.
Lowry at the line.
I gotta say, I dig those sneakers. There are a bunch of different colorful sneakers on the court, but I think Lowry's take the cake. He comes up just a bit short
Here
on that
comes
first free throw.
Ethan Kennedy back in for Albert Gallatin.
That's a good look at those. Look good, play good, right? Lowry's looking the part. See if he can knock down the second free throw. He does. Lead is 32 for the Gators. Nice take inside. A good feed, a little back and forth action there. Adam Pegg able to finish it off the feed from Jason Ryan. So Pegg's first points in this one. Shot off the mark. Gators get it back. They'll force it out of bounds off of Albert Gallatin. And so another heady play there by Jonathan Ward.
Back in for Albert Gallatin.
As a reminder, we'll take about a 10-minute break at halftime, so don't go too far. And we'll have your second half action here. Open three from the corner, and that one just a bit too long. Another strong board for Pirine. Deep three now. Just a little too strong. Now here come the Gators with numbers the other way. That one lips in and out. It'll come back to the Gators, who have it tipped away. They're going to say it was last touched out of bounds by Gateway. See if we can get another look at that out of bounds play. And it did look like the Gators just lost the ball there. Good play by an official who clearly had a better angle on it than I did, being right next to the play. Officials have done a good job thus far tonight.
Gator foul number
got that
3,
call right
Jonathan
as well.
Ward.
So after coughing the ball up, Jonathan Ward gets called for the foul. Be his first for the Gators, their second team foul of this second quarter. Strong offensive board, a nice putback there by Pirine, who has 4 points here in this second quarter. After scoring just 2 points in the first quarter, Albert Gallatin has 14 here in the second frame. They have still got a long way to go to try and get back into this one. Under 90 seconds to play here in a first half that has rolled on by. Really nice looking shot there. Totally in rhythm by Geeky, who has 5 points now in the second frame. Tough defense there by Bruce McCrommon, forces an errant take, and now the other way. A good charge call is standing in there, and taking that one was Darren Ford. Take another look. Right there you see it. And so that'll be the third foul on the Gators here. That one against Lowry, his first. We are under a minute to play here before halftime. Ball's tipped. Colonials get it back. They got numbers the other way. Ford going to try and do it himself. Pirine able to come up with it.
Pirine.
He has been real solid in this second quarter. Strong on the boards, a half a dozen points. Albert Gallatin inching their way closer in this one, but still a wide margin between them and the Gators, who have scored 46 first half points for a team that averages 56 points per game. For a little perspective there, coming off a game against Franklin Regional where they scored 54 over the course of 32 minutes. They're going to hold for the last shot here with a chance to get it to 48 or 49 in this first half. So impressive. Corner three, in and out, and a follow-up shot nearly good, but the foul comes late. That's a good whistle. There was a good bump there before that one was let go by Khalid Harper. So Harper will head to the line. Belt picks up his third foul for Albert Gallatin. Harper's first trip to the line, looking for his first points tonight. And he rattles that one home. So Harper on the score sheet. along with 6 other Gators. And the heave-ho, no good at the end of the half.
Gators on top.
So that'll do it for our first half of play. A 30-point advantage for the Gateway Gators as we take one more look at those 2 early dunks. They got the crowd involved and got the momentum going in the Gators' direction. Mikkel Bruce McCrommon, their leader, leading by example, finishing above the rim. And it has been all Gators in this first half. We'll leave it at that. 48-18 your score. We'll be back in just under 10 minutes here on GatewayGatorProductions.com. It'll be a modified timekeeping schedule here for this second half, which is a fancy way to say we're going to have ourselves a running clock here in this second half because the Gators absolutely came out and took advantage of this first half. One of the more impressive performances they have put together in recent memory. 48 first half points, 23 in the first quarter, 25 in the second. Albert Gallatin just 2 points in that first quarter, 16 in the second. Quick math, that makes it 48-18. Colonials will start with the ball, so the clock will continue to run other than timeouts or injuries. As it is a quick take inside, a nice finish by Adam Pegg.
Adam Pegg for 2.
He had 2 in the first half, matches that total here in the second. Strong pass inside, and Allah gets that one to roll. Does he have really nice touch inside. A really strong first half, 11 points for Allah. Picks up where he left off. Now has the Baker's dozen, and Albert Gallatin picks up where they left off, and they turn that ball over again. It was a tough half on both ends for Albert Gallatin, but they did themselves no favors turning the basketball over. That is Nehemiah Nichols with a nice dribble behind the back. Nichols still looking for his first points. The Gators certainly haven't had a shortage of them. And another errant pass turns the ball over. Darren Ford continues to show some real visible frustration. Hard not to, and it's been tough sledding against a formidable Gators team. That, as we talked about in the first half, coming off a real tough loss against a section rival. They put that in the rear view. And Chris Settles able to finish inside. He had a strong first half as well. Had 22 against Franklin Regional. And now Settles with a dozen in this one thus far. A foul underneath after a strong rebound by Nehemiah Nichols.
Foul is on 23 of the Colonials. Ethan Kennedy.
Ethan Kennedy picks up the foul, his second. Gators got to the free throw line 18 times. Took 18 shots in that first half. As Albert Gallatin throws it away again. Bruce McCrommon just lays it up and in. We showed you right before the end of the half those 2 first quarter dunks he had that really took the lid off of this place and got folks into the game early and got the Gators playing loose. McCrommon has a dozen. Right now it's Allah leading all scorers with 13. Shanks Rivera's with the ball now. He's also had himself a decent evening. It's just been a great effort by the Gators overall as McCrommon just a touch too strong on that one. Gators with a win tonight would move to 3-1 right before the holidays. We'll see this team in action in non-conference action here at home against Deer Woods.
Belt.
As Belt finishes. Now swat at the other end. A nice block there by Elliott Signs. Floating, finishing there. Once again is
Settles on the bank shot.
Now Settles pulls into the lead of all scorers with 14 points. After Belt finished at the other end and has 4. Now an over and back called against Albert Gallatin, who, as we talked about in the first half, has had a real tough go of it here, moving into this section with the likes of Key Sports, and Penn Trafford. Uniontown, Franklin Regional. It is a tough section top to bottom. Albert Gallatin has really struggled thus far. That one off the mark. The putback, though, up and good.
Elliott Signs.
Signs on the board with a deuce there. Settles thought about the three. Instead, gets it to Viveris inside, who's able to step through. And a crafty move inside leads to an easy right-handed layup, and then Viveris almost takes that one away. Good recovery at the other end. Forces the jump shot, and it's no good. Another errant shot force there. 2 times looking at it was Ethan Kennedy without getting that to go. Numbers the other way. Settles thought about the three. Instead, he'll scoop, but won't score. He'll head to the free throw line after the foul. I believe that might have been Kennedy again. No, they're going to call that on number 5. It'll be a push. That'll be against Signs. His 4th.
The foul was on 5.
Gators coming off a 13-9 season last year. They tied Latrobe for 2nd place in Section 1 behind eventual champion Uniontown and played competitively in an opening round loss to the 5th-seeded Moon Tigers.
Here comes Howard.
As Chris Settles gets that first one to go.
Geeky.
Howard and Geeky stepping in for the Gateway Gators. Settles gets them both.
Jonathan Warden.
He has 6 points now in this quarter. He's also 6 of 8 from the free throw line. Overall, the Gators 14 of 20. We're a little shaky right off the jump, but have really shot the ball well from the free throw line.
Ball was on 12, Bruce McCorman.
Bruce McCorman picks up the foul. That's his first. Gators started out 5 for 9 from the line. Now they're 9 for their last 11. Tough shot, foul there.
Foul was on one of the Gators, Ichi. Forward shooting 2.
Take a look there, hands on the back. So that'll send Darren Ford to the line. Knocks down the first and gets them both. Ford now with 6 points on the evening. Strong defense inside. Pirine able to block that one away. He was a real bright spot for Albert Gallatin in that first half. The turnover creates a 3-on-1. That one's going to go off the back of the backboard. Viveris ran out of real estate there after seeing the ball tipped out of his hands. Game number 2 of our Holiday Hoops doubleheader tonight. We saw the Gateway girls basketball team put up a valiant fight in a losing effort against the Armstrong Riverhawks. Now on the boys' side, we see a dominant effort here by the Gators as that one blocked away by Howard. That one hits out of bounds before he can corral it, so the Colonials will keep possession here. Floater well off the mark. The last touch by Bruce McCorman, who couldn't get both hands on that one. Deep 3 now by Ford. That one off the mark. Will trail out of bounds, and it'll be Gators ball. So the Colonials come up empty after a couple different opportunities. They've scored just 8 points in this quarter. Gators have 12. Kind of sense the air has been kind of taken out of the building and out of the ball. The game well in hand for the Gators. Classy and right thing to do to just sort of hang on to the ball, move it around. You've clearly proven your point. Been the better team tonight. You're still playing tough defense. Offensively, not quite as much going on. Bruce McCrommon does drive inside. He's fouled, and clock will stop with 7.2 seconds left to allow these free throws.
Jason Pirine, 2 shots for Bruce McCrommon.
McCrommon good on the first. Now 3 of 5 from the stripe. We'll have one more coming here before we bid adieu to the third quarter. Up and good, 4 total points in the quarter. 4 McCrommon. Deep 3 by Ford to end it. Off the mark, rebound secured.
That's the end of the third quarter here at
We'll turn our attention
with the Gators
to the fourth and final frame. This one 62-26. Gateway still well in control after scoring 23 and 25 in the first and second quarters. Just 14 there for the Gators. On the other side, 8 points for Albert Gallatin. Gateway Cheer Squad going to transition us between the third and fourth quarters here on GatewayGatorProductions.com. Quarter number 4 upcoming here in our holiday doubleheader. Gators will start with ball. This one well in hand. We'll likely see the Gators start to go further and further into the bench. As losing control of the ball, it's Jonathan Ward. So in for the Gators now, Allian Lowry. Open 3, too strong. Ball comes loose again. And it's Nichols, or rather Iki with it now. Leads to a wide open 3. That shot too long. Corralled and laid up and in by Lowry. So Lowry with 3 points now.
Foul is on 3. Ward
picks up the foul, his second foul. Pirine caught sleeping there, lost the handle. It's going to be Ward the other way.
Jonathan Ward.
Ward lays it up and in for his first points of the evening. Another Gator on the score sheet tonight. It's been a team effort. There's a couple more subs getting ready to check in. Foul called there on Geeky. In now going to be a pair of subs. Khalid Harper.
Wholesale substitutions.
24 on the floor, but we don't have a 24 on our roster. So trying to get to the bottom of who that is, but another sub in for the Gators with 5.5 to play. Open three, up and good.
Three!
Nice shot there by Ethan Kennedy.
Ethan Kennedy.
Kennedy's first bucket of the evening. Ward inside, and a nice finish.
Jonathan Ward.
Another three. Gallatin just sort of letting it fly. That one out of bounds. Bounced off the feet of Ward. Under 5 to play in this one. Gators eye a 3-1 start in section play. Albert Gallatin staring down the barrel of an 0-4 start. Loss would drop the Colonials 2-6 overall, while the Gators poke back above 500, 3-2 overall. Still very early in this season. A lot of basketball to play between now and early to mid-February when that regular season ends. The playoffs begin. Be a lot of fun between now and the end of February at the Peterson Event Center, the WPIAL Basketball Championships. Another three ball off the mark. Numbers the other way. Harper had to chase that one down. Comes back to Ward, who's open from three. And Ward showing up a little bit here in quarter number 4. Getting a chance to shine. He's got 7 points, all of them coming here in this final frame, including that triple from deep. Gators above 70 now, 71 points. Strong offensive output for a team that has averaged about 56 per game. Defensively, a strong effort. They give up about 50 a game, only 29 thus far, so that's a strong marker. A couple more subs come in, including number 20 for the Gators.
Rocco Moser and Diallo Hardin.
Rocco Moser and Diallo Hardman for the Gators. Both teams start to clear the benches here with 3 minutes left and allow some of the younger players to get some varsity minutes. And the finish
Rocco
by Moser. Fresh off the bench and onto the score sheet. Able to lay that one up and in. Don't call a foul on that. I thought that might have been all ball on that one. Let's take another look. Now there was some contact inside. We'll see what the foul was.
2 shots.
I am surprised they called that on Hardin. I would have thought they could have got Lowry on that one. But nevertheless, a good call to call the foul that sends Albert Gallatin to the free throw line here. Clock stops with 2:32 left. And the lead now 43 for the Gators. Good feed inside. It's Harper, and he can't get that one to go. Just a little too strong. And Harper going to get a little overzealous. Frustration foul there after missing the easy one inside.
Foul is on 15, Harper.
That'll be Harper's first foul. 4th team foul on the Gators. No team fouls in this quarter on Albert Gallatin. The next foul on the Gators will send the Colonials into the bonus. They'll be shooting free throws the rest of the way here. Not really a whole lot of time here with the running clock. Another corner three, too strong. Been that kind of night for Albert Gallatin. Fast break the other way for the Gators. Harper going to try and do it himself, and he's fouled. And that one swatted at the last moment by Pearson Turner.
Foul is on 22, Billy Craig. 2 shots.
As we get closer to the
conclusion
of this one, folks, want to take another moment to just wish everyone the happiest of holidays. We will be back with you before the new year, so I'll save the Happy New Year's and until we meet again on the 30th against Deer Lakes. If you don't tune into that contest, however, we do wish you a Happy New Year from all of us here at GatewayGatorProductions.com. Shout out our talented crew led by Adam Gusky, Lee Schaefer III, Lee Schaefer Jr., Renee Schaefer, myself, Vince Russo. Been a fun night at hoops here.
20, Hardin.
There's a foul called on Hardin and the Gators.
Elliott
Send Signs back to the line with 1:17 to play. Signs has 3 points and 4 fouls on the evening. And can't get the first one to go. Lane violation on the Gators will send Signs back to the free throw line. As you see, already sort of stepping in there was Hardin. So Signs takes advantage of the extra free throw attempt and officially knocks down 1 of 2, even though it was kind of 1 of 3. Full court press here by Albert Gallatin. Come up with the turnover. Open 3 the other way, and that one's good. Knocked down by Billy Craig. His second field goal tonight. He has 5 points. And now a turnover. Here comes the other way, the aforementioned Craig, but he's going to travel. So the threat does not materialize after the turnover. Nice dump-off pass, but the layup too strong. Foul comes in at the end, and that'll send Diallo Hardin to the line.
The
clock will officially stop with 28 seconds left. The Gators on their way to 3-1 in Section 1. Albert Gallatin looking at 0-4. Gators half game back from Franklin Regional, who's 2-0 at this present moment. The Gators are tied with McKeesport and Penn Trafford, who are also 2-1. They will play both of those teams in both January and February. So we talked about the next time out the Gators here at home will have Deer Lakes, the Lancers, who have had a really strong program in 3A for the last several years. So it'll be a good matchup for the Gators outside of section play. Just a few ticks left in this one. Shot off the mark. Harper gets it, and he's just going to dribble this one out. And that'll do it from here at Gateway High School. I want to thank you all so much for tuning in tonight. This has been a Gateway Gator production, GatewayGatorProductions.com production. You see our talented crew at the bottom of the screen. One more time, I want to give them a shout out, as well as both the boys and girls teams tonight playing as a part of this Holiday Hoops doubleheader. Again, happy holidays, folks. We'll catch you on the 30th as the Gators take on Deer Lakes here at home. Until then, be safe, be merry, and we'll see you in a week's time here on GatewayGatorProductions.com.